how are you feeling?
Good. This last bit drags, obviously. Less training, dieting, you know how it is. But no, I'm super excited. I'm really looking forward to it. You know, it's the biggest night of my career so far, possibly my biggest test, arguably. But you know, I'm bang up for this and I can't wait.
When you say, you're dying, it's the weight coming off now, is it? And sparring's done and ticking down the hours, really, yeah?
Obviously, you train more, you can eat more. You train less, eat less, but everyone's in the same boat. Everyone's got to make weight. It's something I've done many times before, 20 odd times before. Totally used to it. It just drags you. A lot more media stuff like this, which comes hand in hand, and you have to get used to it. And I think I am, interview by interview, day by day, getting better at them. So
you are indeed. How is that? Is that kind of enjoyable in a way that you're much more in the limelight for this fight? You came out of the shadows, if you like, for your victory to win the world title against Can, and celebrated everywhere. Has it been more enjoyable telling your life story and all those things?
Sometimes, I mean, when I feel like I can be myself and get my personality across, I feel I enjoy it. When sometimes I get like a bit of a media head on and I go into like talking a bit too correct, a bit too politically correct, and like I feel like I can't be myself. So when I'm in an interview when I can be myself and get my personality across, I actually enjoy it and I get people to get to know me a bit better. But sometimes, sometimes you're just a bit cautious of what to say. You have to be like media friendly, you can say.
What do you have to be cautious about then?
Well, you don't upset anyone nowadays, do you?
Oh, I see.
I sit on the fence sometimes, but no, look, DAZN come and did a bit of filming with me not long ago. Frotch met me at the Forest Ground. We had a scream, so hopefully they got some good bits and just get the people getting to know me a bit better than just doing short interviews.
Has Carl been able to give you any advice or help you at all in that way?
Yeah, slightly, yeah. He gave me his chat about boxing in front of a lot of people.
Yeah, what, 80,000 was it?
He mentions it every time I see him. But no, listen, Carl's very experienced. He's been there and done it, and I was there when he did it. The Butte night, I was supposed to box on that bill, and I was with him for the weigh-in, a bit of the camp, the media stuff. So I've seen how he handled it. Same with Kell Brook. I was alongside him from the British title and watched that boom. So I've seen how them guys took it in their stride, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Taking it in my stride, taking it as it comes, staying grounded and focusing on the things I need to focus on.
There's one thing I remember, just to finally cap it off on Carl Froch, is that he's one of the most honest, like straight down the line people I've ever met. He doesn't do the BS. He's very, very straight about what he thinks, He
won't tell you the people what they want to hear or say it because someone's listening. He will say what he thinks regardless of who's listening and who's going to comment. And sometimes that's what you need. You need that honesty.
Well, be honest then. How do you feel about being the underdog in this fight against Michael Conlan? Does that bother you at all?
It's nothing new to me. I think my friend told me I was 52-1 for the knockout in the 12th round in my last fight. Even to get the win, the odds were crazy. So being the underdog, sometimes it's better for me, underdog mentality. My whole career I've been an underdog. My British title, it was quite split. I probably wasn't expected to win. A lot of people wrote me off, getting old and all that. But you can't buy experience and you can't pretend to have it and you can't borrow it. So yeah, I mean, underdog mentality, it is what it is. The book is have me underdog probably because of his big following are all expecting him to do the business. So it swings and roundabouts. So whoever's getting the money lumped on will be favourite. It don't mean nothing to me.
Do you think also that because he's got the amateur pedigree with Commonwealth Games and World Amateur and European Amateur, it's as much on that as anything else? Because we haven't seen him. It's not like Michael's fought a huge array of elite level fighters yet in his career, in his 16 fights, is it?
No, that's it. He's here for his big world title shot, and not really. It's not really a really hard fight against a big featherweight. is not to win a British title like I have, and I really do think that is a big thing. That British title level was an absolute wolf pit, and you have to have something about you to get through them fights. And I'm not sure in the back of his mind, maybe thinking he's not been there, he's not done that, but at some point you've got to have that acid test.
The other thing about you and him is that he's been at Super Bantam until very recently, really, whereas you've campaigned at feather now for a long time. And I bring that, making it a lot more even in terms of kind of like power and strength and size.
Yeah, for sure. A seasoned featherweight, I consider myself to be a very big one. I could easily jump up to super featherweight. My power wouldn't be a problem. I could push a lot of people about. He's coming up to featherweight. I'm not expecting him to be weak. I'm not expecting him to have no pop in his shots, but I definitely will have the edge on that, on regards to the weight side and the strength side and the power side.
In fairness to him, I spoke to him yesterday, and he said this is easily the toughest fight of my career. I mean, in respect to you, how do you see the fight going when the bell rings? Obviously, he's gonna look to box you, I imagine, or he said I can fight him in 8 different ways. I can box him, fight him, do the reverse, do it in the mirror, switch to southpaw, blah blah blah. He was giving it the kind of ice cold, Belfast, but it was, and I've known Michael a long time. I've watched his amateur career. I was there at the Commonwealth Games, and and he was very unfortunate, I think, in the Olympics with the weird stuff going on. But how do you see the fight going? I mean, it's a fascinating matchup in so many different ways. For you, it's not fascinating. You just want to win it and retain your title. But how do you see it going when the bell rings?
A lot of people have said, how are you going to have an answer for this? How are you going to have an answer for that? I'll be asking the questions. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to give too much away. But, he's a good talker, Michael. He's a very good talker. But I see straight through that confidence. I see straight through it. The things he's said to me and the things he's brought up. I'm not boxed in front of this many people. It's not easy, this and that. He's hoping I stumble and crash. This is, I see it as an insecurity. He's hoping and praying that I let the occasion get to me. He mentioned something about my shoulder. How's the shoulder? He's hoping I've got a bad shoulder. All these things, I see straight through that confidence. I'm a confident kid, but I'm a quiet kid. I observe everything. I take it in, I absorb it, all the information. I watch what's happening. I listen. I'm confident in the inside, but I'm not confident. I don't show anything, And my confidence comes from getting in there and getting it done. Coming in as undone, getting it done. His confidence is different. He likes to show his confidence before he gets it. He wants to create something to get confidence from it. I don't need to do that. This fight could pan out in many different ways. 100% I'll be getting the win. Either it goes. But I'm very confident in my game plan. We had different game plans for different fights, as you have to. The Reece Mould approach was totally different to the Zhu approach. I had to spar, I can't even remember how many rounds for the Reece Mould fight. Physical lads, heavier lads. But the Kanzu fight, I sparred about 15 or 16 rounds. And Ben said, you don't need to spar a lot for this fight. When I heard about the fight, I was like, you sure? He's like, listen, it's all in the prep, promise you. And, he was exactly right. And the same with this fight. It's been in between the two. I've had quite a bit of sparring, but not the sparring that I had for the Reece Mould fight, because the approach is different. The strategy is different. The game plan is different. But I believe in it. And I'm confident I can get it done, execute it to perfection. And, hear them words at the end of the fight and still.
It's funny because it's like, being the underdog, but being the home fighter with a huge crowd. I know you well enough, I think, now to know that you're going to get so much out of that. You've waited so long. You're a mature man. You're a father. You've waited so long for this moment where you are actually going to be fighting in front of your own people. I imagine you're really just going to draw on that, because it's a sold out arena, isn't it? You're really going to draw on it when you walk in there and
it's going to
carry it.
Absolutely, it's going to take me to another level. He talks about pressure, the occasion and the pressure, but for me, it's just like, look, I train day in, day out. I live the life. I'm perfectionist sometimes when it comes to my preparation. On the night, I don't really pressure fight. The people are going to pick me up, and what was I going to say? It's not like, all right, all this pressure, you got to get it done. If you don't this and that, I think, right, I'm going to go in there and give 100%. I've done everything I need to do. My preparation's right. My strategy is perfect. My game plan, my team around me. I'm going to go out there and give 100%. And if it's not enough, I'll give it a little bit more. And if that's not enough, I'll give a little bit more. And that's how my mentality is. I'm getting this job done regardless of no matter what.
Well, I can see you're looking like a billboard anyway, with all your sponsors on you. Yeah, there you are. There, look at them. Yeah, look at
They do moan a little bit. See, some of them give me more money than others because the times that they come on, but I do it in loyalty. So these guys here was on since my debut. They've backed me. He's helped me through times when I couldn't afford my phone bill.
Wow.
And then the next one was the second one. He was on a few fights after that, and so on and so forth. Okay, so it's kind of loyalty based. No, all of them. I want to thank them all for getting behind me and helping me support and keeping me on track and pursuing my dreams.
Well, your energy and talking about it, I'm sitting here tingling, excited for the fights. Stay well. I really appreciate your time today, and you look fantastic. It's one of those moments. Make it sing, baby. Make it sing.
I'm going to enjoy it. I absolutely enjoy it, and I live every minute of it. And I can't wait. Like you said, I'm just excited now to get in there and show everyone what I can do.